everyone, and welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and Relationships. Before we get started, I'd like to invite you to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so the channel can grow and we can get this information that is so desperately needed out into the community of YouTube for those people that are seeking this kind of information. So today, what we're going to be discussing, I had a request to discuss narcissists in the workplace. Narcissists are everywhere, and those pesky creatures are definitely on our jobs. So let's talk about narcissists in the corporate world. And I say corporate because generally, if it's a job outside of your own business and it is in, of course, in a business setting, LLC, corporation, that's the reason I'm using the term corporate world. They are some corporate bullies. But get this, they're cowards at the same time. The reason I say that is because a lot of times they will send their minions to basically, and they will send their minions to promote their insidious agenda. So they send their minions out to do their work for them, to do their destruction and their evil deeds for them. And the narcissist sits back. And when I'm saying this type of narcissist, I'm speaking of a narcissist in management or in a leadership position. So this video is going to be for primarily the narcissist in a management or leadership position or some type of position of power, or and also too some of the little, I like to call them peon narcissists that go out and basically promote the agenda of this narcissist. They do not have the innate ability to lead. Because they do not have the innate ability to lead, they are simply managers, and horrible managers at that. The reason that they're so horrible is because instead of trying to bring the office or the department together, the way that they manage their departments usually is through fear and intimidation. So what they want to do is strike fear in their subordinates, however many levels down, it doesn't matter. They want to strike fear in their subordinates, and they want to lead, and they do lead with a fear and intimidation tactic. Now, this tactic is particularly destructive in the workplace simply because it eats away at the moral fabric of camaraderie and team building in the corporate environment. I've had to deal with several of these narcissists in my career. So this particular subject is one that I know all too well. They want to lead with fear and intimidation to strike anxiety and submission with their subordinates so they can promote their insidious agenda. Now, the reason that they want to lead this way is, like I told you before, they lack the ability of innate leadership. They're very insecure people, and they really honestly do not have the knowledge coupled with the people skills to actually execute being in a leadership position with excellency. Leadership is when you can bring your people together and make them love what they do. Even if it's not one of the most favorable jobs in the company, because the leadership, because of leadership in that particular department or that particular area of the company, these people will come to work and they will perform outstanding for their leader because it's a leader, not a manager. Okay, there's a very, very distinct difference between leaders and managers. Narcissistic bosses are not leaders, they are managers. Know that, get that in your mind. The reason that they want to lead the way that they do is because they want to take the focus off of their poor management and leadership style and put it on all of the drama and chaos that they create in the office, and they do it deliberately. They do it deliberately. They do it so that people around will focus on all of the drama and the chaos that's going on in the office and not on the narcissist. Because the narcissist is the one that is truly making all of the decisions, and they are the ones that are promoting their insidious, toxic agenda in amongst this particular area of the company or department, organization, or whatever it is. This is what they do. So when they find someone, and I'm sure if you're watching this video, it's probably because you have been a victim of corporate bullying. They will make sure they basically launch their petty tactics, and they will have their little minions to carry out their agenda. They will harass you. They will go to your computer terminal. They'll start doing different things to your desk, just real petty things that would just irritate you. And they know that this will irritate you, and they will get their subordinates on board to basically gang up on you. So it's not like you're even just fighting against that narcissist. You're fighting against the narcissist and the minions. So it's a complete army. And if you're, again, watching this video, it's probably because you found yourself on the receiving end of this type of corporate abuse. It is not your imagination. It is happening right before your face, and they are doing it, and they are going to continue to do it. If you are an empath or a super empath, if people in the office know you as having a strong personality, you are going to fight for yourself, and you are going to fight for what's right for yourself and for the people around you. Basically, you're going to fight for the underdog. You are going to be on the receiving end of this abuse from this narcissistic boss and their minions. And the reason why is because they want to totally destroy you, because you possess something that they don't have. And it's called confidence and self-respect. The narcissistic boss, don't be fooled by the things that they say and the things that they do. These are people that are the scum buckets of corporate America, or wherever you're working. They are the scum buckets of the company. They are people with low self-worth. They are people that are deeply insecure, and your very presence illuminates all of these deep-seated insecurities about themselves, and they hate you because of who you are. Now, you could have never done anything to this person. Never had crossed words with the person, nothing. But as soon as they lay eyes on you, because of the demonic spirit that resides in these individuals, you are going to, without a shadow of a doubt, be on the receiving end of this abuse. Okay? So, let's talk about some of the things that they do. Some of the things that they'll do is they will actually, pardon the fan, you all, the air condition is on. It's hot here in Southern California. So these are some of the things that they will do. They will call you into excessive meetings about things that are just petty. I mean, just ridiculous. They will, if it's your direct superior, they will start to nitpick your job apart. They'll start to nitpick everything that you do. Now, these are things that they do not, they're not doing this to everyone. They're just doing it to you. So it's not your imagination. This is what they are doing. They want to strike fear in you. They want to give you anxiety. They want you to feel like you just don't want to come to work. Even if you don't mind doing the job that you do, they want to harass you in such a way that you don't even want to come to work. And this is a place that you have been coming to maybe for years or going to for years, and this is how you feed your family. And where it really gets sick is that these narcissistic bosses, they actually get off to your pain. They get off to the pettiness and how it affects you. They get off to this. This is a sadistic game that they play in the workplace, and they're easy to spot because they're overly nice. But what you have to do is you have to start watching what they say and what they do. And in true narcissist form and fashion, it never matches up. Never. And I mean never. They want to, what they'll do is they want you, once they identify you as a target, what they want you to do is submit to their agenda. Or if you're a person that's strong in character and you're just not having it, they want you to quit. What they'll do is they'll get their minions to start telling lies on you, making fake reports on you. All of it is predominantly lies. They'll call HR and tell lies and have HR calling to meet with you about things that you absolutely did not say or did not do. But HR, and this is part of the pettiness and the way that they perpetuate their agenda in the office. And if you are that person that is, of course, being abused like this, you are at some point are going to say, well, wait, I'm going to call someone and have them, I'm going to report them too. Well, just know that HR works for the company, which means that HR works for that boss. So if you really want to get the attention of the company, you want to go to an outside agency and start to report these things to an outside agency. HR is typically there to just push paperwork around. They don't typically care, in at least in my experience, for the employee. They are there for the manager. So you want to start keeping a good timeline and good notes about what is happening to you in the workplace. And you want to go ahead and start building a file with an outside agency, such as your EEO office, such as in California, we have what we call fair employment and housing. Just whatever entity that you can go and report this abuse to outside of the company. Now, you may want to go ahead and make a report just out of formality to HR, just to say that, hey, I did let them know that this abuse was happening on the job. I feel like I'm being discriminated against. Out of formality, make a report. But you're going to get your best results by going completely outside of the company to different agencies in your state, in your community, in your country, wherever you may be, to basically start building documentation on this company that you work for. Ultimately, what they want to do is the reason that they're ganging up on you is because they hate you and because they are just some demons walking in flesh, and they hate the spirit inside of you, and they do not forget anything. If you've had a run-in with one of their associates, one of their fellow colleagues, and maybe something that the company did decide to actually take action against that particular manager, if they're friends of your superior now, just know that if your superior is a narcissist, they are going to exact abuse on you and make you pay for what you did or what the company did to their friend that abused you. So if they don't forget about things that may have happened in the past to one of their colleagues, and they all stick together, because remember, narcissists do not forgive. They do not forgive you for anything. So, and if they have friends, and the friends have talked about what you have done or what they are, and predominantly lies, or if you reported them for something, it's because they truly violated the company policy. And let me just tell you this as well. Narcissists do not give a care about corporate policy, procedures, the code of conduct. They do not follow the rules. They make their rules up as they go. And the sad part about it, and this is what's so heartbreaking, is that you have some very talented people and people that truly bring value to the company that are leaving, some by choice, some by force. They are leaving these corporate environments every day. Millennials, from what I've studied across the board, these millennials are graduating from college because these corporations are so full of these narcissistic individuals. These millennials are graduating from college. They go and get maybe a taste of that venom, and they're walking away. I mean, knowing that they have student loan debt and other things that they need to take care of, a household that they need to build and provide for themselves. They are finding other ways to make money, other ways to create revenue streams in their lives. And at some point, it's going to come to a place, because narcissists are there to destroy. They're not there to build teams. They're not there to promote camaraderie. They are not there to do anything positive in the work environment. They only destroy people, destroy teams, and ultimately destroy departments, and I mean even further, destroy the company, because the company ends up paying out so much money in workman's comp claims, lawsuits on discrimination, that it is they become an absolute liability on every side to the company. The company, when the company keeps these people around, you have to think, what is the core mission and purpose of this company as it relates to its employees? Because for them to keep these people around in these leadership positions, you have to know that there is something wrong and something going on at the top of this company. When I say top, I'm saying in executive leadership. Someone is asleep at the wheel when they are allowing these people to continue to promote their sadistic agendas in these departments, and they're destroying teams and they're destroying employees. And I've even heard of employees being so stressed out on the job. I've even heard of employees actually dying at the job because of the stress that these places cause and their ability to want to, of course, provide for their families, and afraid to quit the job because of nothing else to go to. So it's a toxic environment all day. It's nothing but a crap show. You're standing in the middle of a crap storm, and I mean, it stinks and it's raining hard and fast. This is what happens. Also, they can keep the limelight on the drama and not on their insecurities and their just inability to lead like the company needs for them to do. And if you have found yourself on the receiving end of a narcissistic boss, what I want to say to you is, if you can find another job to go to in the company where this person is not going to be in leadership over you, put in your paperwork, but do it quietly, and you get out of the department. If there's no way for you to train or retrain for another department and go into another job where this person is not going to be your superior, quietly start putting in your resumes and trying to find work elsewhere. These people are not going to change. And all the company does is shift these people from one department to another. These are people that have been all over the company, and the company never gets rid of them. And they go from department to department doing the same thing. Devastating and basically decimating the character of good, talented employees that are very skilled at their job, but because of their personal insecure agendas, they pick these people out to be picked on. And it's very sad, but what I want to say to you is, hold your head up, keep your strength about you, move in silence. Be quiet about what you do, especially when you're going to outside agencies. Don't even trust your union. I've had experience. The unions a lot of times are in bed with the company officials. They are not there to help you. They are there to promote also the company agenda, because they want to stay in these union positions, and they want to not have to actually do the labor that you're doing. And as long as they're out in these union offices, they're not working, doing the hard work like you are every day. So I'm going to tell you, even watch your union representation. The union is not going to always stand up and protect you. That's why you have to utilize these outside sources to make sure that you are reporting this information to an agency of neutrality. They are not for the company, but they are there for the people, and to make sure justice and equality is being served. Corporate bullying is their game, and destruction is the name of what these narcissists do all day. I hope this information resonates with you, and I hope you can share this information with someone that may need this information and it may resonate with them. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my channel, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and to the next video. Ciao, you all.